Oh, wow, did it already get up there? So when I posted this, apparently people have been waiting. Sorry for the wait, guys. I didn't realize that it made you guys wait for as long as I had the live stream queued up. All right, apologies, everybody. A couple of things. I apologize for the delay. We had some maintenance men in here. The dogs were losing their mind. But let's just get started. If you have questions, go ahead and throw them in. My bad on not getting started right away. First things first. Hey, everybody. First things first. The people who are here, I can see you guys rolling in. What's up, what's up, what's up? This is because if you're watching in the replay, they have notifications on, hits their phone. If you want to make the next live stream, and I'll make sure it starts on time next time, go ahead, click subscribe, and that notification bell will let you know when this starts. Second off, two things that I want to talk about before any questions. One of them is that we're hiring for 2 positions. Yes, we are hiring. Hey, everybody. And those positions are going to look like, first off, I realized via my brother, who wants credit for this, that Instagram is a real platform for video these days. So we're looking for an Instagram content manager who can basically take our stuff here and put it onto Instagram, make it palatable for the audience there. So if you're an editor, if you know an editor, write me an email to charlie@charismaoncommand.com. In the subject, it can say Instagram manager, and just take any of our videos that we've done and edit it so that it can be shared on Instagram. That's the application process. Let me know your rate, any questions you have, your experience there, and that's how I'll pick the person. Second thing is if you speak Portuguese. We need to do our Portuguese channel again. I hired a friend the first time. He's kind of been slacking. So hello. And we are looking for someone to run the Portuguese channel. So if you're interested in that, go back, watch a video of ours called Want to Be Part of Charisma on Command. And in that video, it's going to tell you exactly what to do, and you can... Sorry for the lighting. Hold on. Let me see if we can fix it. A little bit better? No, it's got too much backlight. I'm going to try to sit here. So we're going to have to keep the lighting like this because I don't have a great stand. Sorry about that, guys. And then the last thing is we may have a meetup. So if you're interested in meeting up, I have a lot of travel in the next couple of days. Hey, Vegas. So I'm going to be in Las Vegas and Oslo, Norway in the next couple of weeks. If you want to have a meetup there, follow @charismaoncommand.com. That'll give me an idea of how many people are interested. Or sorry, @charismaoncommand on Instagram, that is. And that number of people will give me an idea of how many, what venue would need to look like for that. And we could potentially have a meetup, very laid back, just hang out. So, dab, there you go. And I think that's everything. So, let's get started. Serbia, programmers and developers, any hiring. We might need that in the near future. So go ahead, throw your questions in. The lighting is bad again. I'm sorry, guys. I'll have to do better. I'm traveling quite a bit these days, so I'll try to make it better the next time. What's the question?
People want to have one question about your job for Instagram.
Yes, what is the question?
Basically English speaking, what do you need?
Yeah, so for Instagram, English speaking, video editing skills. Hold on, let me turn this. I'm sorry about this. This is going to be nifty. Here we go.
Let me know that I'm copying the questions.
We got the questions being saved. A little bit better lighting if I do that, guys? Slightly? Yeah, not as much backlight. Turn to face the window. Well, all right, this is a little bit better. Cool. All right, so now the comments are rolling in fast. Yes, English speaking for the Instagram would be perfect because you do need to write the comments. Any other good questions that you see?
They're asking for credentials and stuff, but I think you should just
Good. First date advice. Yeah, so I'm just going to grab one as I see them roll in. So, first date advice. Yes. Number one, when you're setting up the date, try to pick something that has fun going on in the venue. A lot of people, when they go on a first date, they take someone out to dinner or they go to a movie. Dinner is tough because it's very, very high pressure. It's just the two of you sitting there looking across from one another. And in those kinds of a situation, you might find that you run out of things to say, or there's just not a lot going on in the environment that is helping you out. So make sure to try to pick something more fun. On the other side, you've got a movie, there's no interaction there. You guys sit next to each other and maybe talk about it at the end. So, things that are good. I like dancing. If you want to go to a park and even people watch, but just try to pick something, could be bowling, that has an activity so that you guys can not only do the activity, but talk about what is going on around you, and there's stimulus coming in from the environment. The second thing, and this is going to be different by culture, but I think go in with an attitude, not that you necessarily need to impress, but that you need to learn as much as you can about this person to find out if they're a good match for you. If you put the kind of pressure on yourself to try to wear your best outfit, which is not a bad idea, but to but to just show the best of yourself, you often forget to find the best in them. So go in with a mindset to probe what it is that you like about them, and that's gonna actually create more chemistry, because it's gonna show that you have standards. And then lastly, if you are indeed interested in this person and you want to kiss them or something, you do not want to wait until the very, very end of that date when you're on their doorstep and they're about to walk away. What you want to do is establish earlier in the evening, typically the evening is when these things occur, if there's any sort of physical connection there. And that doesn't mean that you grope them, but it means that you might hug them when you see them. And then as you sit down, you might touch them on the arm. And when you crack a joke, you playfully push them or allow them to push you. And see how that physical contact between you two is received. It's not going to be received well if you just leap across at the end of this date on her front porch to give her a kiss after not having touched her even on the hand the entire night. So those are 3 things that I'd recommend. Yeah, you got a good one?
Yes.
I'm looking at these.
D Maniac says, how do you deal with unmotivated people in a team?
In a team. How do I deal with unmotivated people? Sure, so I think this is something that I've been realizing lately because I'm traveling a lot and my environment is constantly changing. You can do your absolute best. Man, these are rolling in fast, guys. I appreciate it. You can do your absolute best to deal with people, and I'm gonna help you with that. But what I will say is controlling your environment is by far the #1 way to get the output out of yourself that you want. Right now, I'm incredibly motivated to create these videos, to do these kinds of things for you guys. But because I'm traveling so much, it takes a Herculean effort to make it happen versus when I have my routine and those things kind of just flow, the environment supports me. So step 1 is if you can shift your team or get people off of your team, that's going to be the #1 thing. Oh no, poor connection.
Yeah, you're having, people are saying they're going offline and whatnot.
Oh no. No, what a bummer. Hold on, guys. I'm going to do my best to make this work. Is the connection all right, guys?
You want to move upstairs?
Yeah, I'm going to move this upstairs. We're going to see if I can get slightly better internet up there. Here we go. So what was I talking about? I forget. Oh, people on teams. LTE. Now? Good. Hey, puppy dogs. I'm going to set this up. So if you've got people on your team that are not supportive, here we go. Back to set up. People on your team that are not supportive. 1, try to change the team. Very bad connection. Are you kidding me? This is driving me crazy, guys. I apologize for this. The second thing that you're going to want to do is try to find a way to anchor yourself to a positive state beforehand, because they're going to try to bring you down, and you want to make sure that you don't walk into that kind of a situation without any sort of previous conditioning to resist what they're saying. So that means that what you're going to do beforehand is, man, the poor connection. I might have to sign off and redo this, guys. I'm sorry about this, but the connection is screwing me. I'll do what I can. I'm going to come back on and answer these questions. 1 sec.